Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This video is going to be about batteries, but not leisure batteries. This is about the cab battery, the one that comes with the Fiat Ducato. Now, Merlin is just over 3 years old now, and I suppose it's time to start thinking about what's happening with the cab battery. I think I've been quite lucky with the cab battery. I hear some people have had all sorts of issues. I've heard some people are having issues after 6 months or even 1 year, and even in some cases had to have the battery replaced. I don't really know what those people have been doing in way of looking after their battery, but this video is all about what I do to look after the cab battery. I've been okay with it, but I put it down to the fact that I've been using a battery maintainer on it. This is what I've been using. It's the AA battery maintainer. Very easy to use. I'll show you that in a minute. I think for my battery maintainer I paid about 35, possibly £40, something like that. I can't remember exactly, to be honest. But I've just seen on Amazon, looking at it now, they've come down in price. At the moment they're £26.99, and I think that's a really good investment to help look after your cab battery. So yeah, I'll put the details in the description and I'll put it on the screen as well. So let's have a look how it works in practice. The battery maintainer itself is a 13 amp device, so it comes with a 13 amp mains plug, and on the other end you get this connector. So you'll be thinking, well, what do I do with that? Well, I'll show you. So I expect many of you know that the Fiat Ducato battery, cab battery, is located in the passenger footwell in the floor. So I'll lift the carpets out and show you exactly how that sits in there and how we connect this up. So what am I doing here? Basically, there's a cover that goes on top of the battery, so I'm just removing that just so that I can install the cable. And once the cable's installed, you don't have to go through this rigmarole. So I'll show you what I'm going to do with the battery and connecting it up. Right, let's turn the camera around. So this is the plate. You only need a coin to just undo these ties. I don't know why this one's different. It's got finger holds in this one. Excuse me, somebody's alarm's going off. I don't know if you can hear that. And there's two other on the far side of the plate, which I've got to go inside the cab to do. And there's two more here. And once they're undone, the plate should just lift off. And that reveals the cab battery. Right, here is my cab battery. And this is the cable that the AA battery maintainer comes with. One point is attached here to the positive, and the other point is attached there to the negative. So when you connect the battery maintainer up to the supplied cable, you are in fact connecting it to the battery as well. I'll show you that. So this is the other end of the cable. So you've just seen the end that connects onto the battery. This is the opposite end. So this, you need access to this end all the time, well, whenever you need to use it. So just pull the cap off, and then this is coming from the battery maintainer. It just connects like that. So you don't have to go to the rigmarole of clipping crocodile clips onto the battery or anything like that to use this battery maintainer. You can just pop it on like that. Now before I go any further, I'm going to put the floor back together, put the carpet back in, and then I'll continue and show you how to use the device itself. Right, I'll put the lid back on and it's all tightened up. Now as you can see here, I haven't put the carpets in yet by the way, you've got this trailing lead that comes out, and that is the plug I was showing you just now. So that needs to be outside of the box. So I'm now going to go and clean the carpet, put that back, then I'll show you how it's connected up and turned on. I'll put the carpets back now, and the only thing you can see is this cable. So it comes out of the top of the carpet there, and with the connector on the end of it. So I'm now going to connect that up and show you how it works when I turn it on. Right, so let's grab the cable. So this is what I do sort of once a week when the van's not being used. And you just connect those up like that. That stays connected all the time you're using the battery maintainer. And I just need to plug it into a 13 amp socket. I could use inverter sockets or main sockets, whatever's convenient for me at the time. And when I turn it on, I'm going to plug it in now. See it come to life. Just as a quick little check of itself. And then all you need to do is press start. So it's detected what battery it is, and this orange light here indicates that it's charging. And when it's full, this light here on the end will light up green. If I haven't used it for a week, say, it can take up to 24 hours for that green light to come on, because the whole point of this is that it's, I suppose you'd call it a trickle charger, because it only charges at 1.5 amps, and it detects what's going on with the battery, so it will go into float mode, I believe it's called, towards the end. You've got other lights here if you connect it up wrong, which I don't really see how you could really. So 13 amp plug to the unit, and then to that connector. That's all I need to do. So the connection to the battery is only done once, right at the very first time you use it. Well, I've been using this battery maintainer for about 3 years, just over 3 years now, and I've never had any issues with starting the van. It's always worked really, really well. And the thing is, it's very easy to put on. It doesn't take any effort at all. I know some people will say, well, why don't you just connect a feed up from the solar? Yes, I could do that. I don't really want to, because buying this unit, I was also thinking of my car as well. So I could use it to maintain the car battery if I don't use it for very long, if it's not used for a while. Now, why would you need such a device? Well, if you've got, like I've got, if you've got an alarm, you will find that over a week, 10 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't exactly know because I've never let mine get flat, but the alarm can drain the cab battery. Some are wired differently onto the leisure battery, some are not. I've heard horrendous stories of people's batteries, cab batteries going flat because of the fact that they were operating an alarm. So this will overcome that. Long term, probably at year 4, I probably will replace the cab battery. Ellie does worry about these things quite a lot, as you've seen from the fact that we bought one of the jump starters, which is in a previous vlog. Have a look at that if you haven't seen it. But yeah, Ellie does worry about it, so as a lot of our camping is off-grid in out-of-the-way places, probably year 4 I will replace the cab battery anyway. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. It's about £26 and I've never regretted buying it. So I hope you found this useful, and there's a link in the description if you want to buy one. So thanks very much for watching. Take care. Bye.